gentlemen, it's beating. Beside me, I have over 180 pounds of penis enlargement equipment. As some of you may know, me and my partner, Doc Hank, are starting a consumer-friendly penis enlargement store. So, what a lot of these guys don't tell you, and it sucks being kind of tall and trying to film, all this stuff comes out of the same factory for the most part. So, a lot of these United States distributors buy from the same factory and then put a sticker on it with their own brand and then mark it up 3x. We are not going to do that. So I just want to go through the stuff that I bought. Originally, the idea was to make a big kit for everything that you need, but for right now, it's just going to be product by product, and as we test and make sure everything's good enough to be in a kit. Then you'll see the kit. So it's probably going to be another month or two for the kit. However, I'll probably make a buying list for the beginners just so they can get everything they need. What else? So I'm just going to start unboxing. First thing to come in were my blue sleeves. I've been using very similar sleeves, if not the same sleeves, for the past year. They are my favorite. The guy on eBay that I bought them from stopped selling them. So, here they are. And that's what really sparked all this, is that there was not a good place to get decent sleeves for cheap anymore. So, I took the liberty of ordering these with Hank's blessing, my sugar daddy. So I have, I don't know, I think 200 of 2 different diameters. Then we have cock rings. These are supposed to be more general purpose, but after I played around with them, they stack pretty well. I'm going to open this pack. So they come in 12 millimeter, 14 millimeter, and then what I use is 16. Now, I can already tell there's a bit of quality assurance issues here. So I'll keep an eye out of it, making sure you guys get decent stuff before I give it to you, obviously. But this one is thick enough to go around my wrist, no issue. And I can pull it even further, and it's still damaged. It's not exactly what I used already, but it's very similar, the same kind of rubber. Just probably a different mix this time, and that's why it's more white. Mine was more translucent. Anyway, the other ones seem fine. See? And then the smaller you get, the tighter you get. Personally, this would be very uncomfortable for me, the smallest one. But we're only talking a 4 millimeter difference, so the smaller the hole and the wider the thing you put in it, the more tension is going to be applied on it exponentially. So this might work for some of you for clamping as well, especially if you double stack them. Then for clamping, and this is where I goofed, I bought 3,000 cock rings. But the issue is they are quite large. I have a few that are not opened, and I already talked about this on the Reddit. This one can go around my 7.5-inch wrist, no issue, no pressure. I don't think many of you are that big, if at all. The smallest one, which I don't see any laying around, no, nope, so I'm gonna have to open this pack. No big deal. The smallest one works for me, and the biggest one, the middle one almost works for me, but remember, I have a 7-inch base girth. The vast majority of you will not have that luxury. But smallest one, I calculated it out to be about 4 inches inner diameter. So if we go off of BFR occlusion, that says that you want to be about 20% compressed, leading to an 80% flow rate. This would fit a 5-inch penis for that purpose. You'd still need to stack them. Personally, I think 6 inches would be the cutoff. So 6 inches would be the sweet spot for it actually to work. So what I'm thinking right now is that I'm just going to sell these at cost or throw them in as freebies with purchase, because it will work for a decent amount of you guys. It's not what I wanted, so I need to make up the loss, which really wasn't that much in the grand scheme of things. But good business practices. Again, it's not going to be exorbitant. Trust me, when you see these prices, it's going to be kind of crazy compared to what you're used to see. All right, on to the big stuff. Let me clean up a bit. Now, this stuff came in today, right before I got my Wolfend Sword and Shield shaded in. So I have not looked at anything for quality assurance, so we are flying blind. All right, first things first is some more length equipment. So, you guys know I love the Size Master. First, the hand thingy for the Size Master to suck out the valve. And then I have, I think, 300 caps, but 100 different sets. And from what I can tell, they are not sorted. So I can actually sell these to you pretty easily. I went with clear. I'm hoping this is a large because obvious reasons. That way you can see if there's any issues in the cap. I don't know why they just don't make them clear to begin with, but whatever. And rubber's a little stiff, fits like that, and yay, it works. So, good news for me. At least 1 out of 300 work. But I do have more sleeves than that. I just want to test it out, or not live demo. Speaking of that, I am kicking around the idea of making a separate YouTube channel where I demonstrate this stuff, because you can technically show off YouTube or show nudity on YouTube as long as it's not shit, how does it worded? As long as it's not intended to arouse. So I can probably show on how to put this. I'm not sure if I can show how to pump correctly, because I'll have an erect penis, and some people get aroused by my penis, believe it or not. So I'll have to play it around, see what happens. I still have my Pornhub too, so it's no big deal. Let's see. Oh yeah. So this is literally the same thing I've been using for the past 3 years, except I have an orange cup. I have gained about 1.5 inches with this equipment. That's why I okay, I can buy it and I can literally put my games behind it. So that's how I do it. Nice foldable TPE silicone. I'm not sure TPE and silicone are the same thing. You know what I'm saying. It's TPE rubber. I flip it down onto my penis and I suck the air out. I guess my thumb might work for a penis. We will see. Huh. Technical difficulties. And a little shaky. I had a lot of caffeine before this. And sucks in your penis. Hopefully with not that much sleeve. But good news is the system works. I'm not exactly sure on the cost, but I can sell you 3 different size caps for $20, if that makes sense. So I can sell you small, medium, large for $20, and then 2 sleeves for $30. So I can probably sell you 1 cap fitted and then 1 sleeve for, I want to say $20. Don't quote me on that. None of these prices are final. But what I'm saying is I can get you to gain 1 inch of length for $20. A lot of these companies are trying to sell you something on for, I don't know how much LG hanger is right now, but it's what, $250, $300 for just the cup? It's bullshit. That's what I'm trying to say. And yes, I'm going to be calling out companies from here on out because they are now competitors. So that was the vacuum cups. I'm going to see if I can find the sleeves. Got to keep an eye on the time. Oh my god. All right. Got some pumps in here. So while I'm looking, all right, I've been told that my dogs went to see me, so the door is open. My wife can hear everything I can say. So anyway, what I was getting to is I am not going to be selling a bunch of custom fit shit, because ultimately that just makes it more expensive for you guys. The McDonald's method. You can't have any flavor you want, as long as it's chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry. And that's what we are basically doing. I am only going to sell you guys stuff that I know works and fits 99% of you. So you extreme size guys won't be able to get our vacuum cups, obviously. Cock rings are a little different because they're already so fucking cheap. But that was just penis pumps and gauges. But that's part of the thing. We are not going to be selling a bunch of different colored handles because it's kind of stupid. You probably really don't care what color your handle is unless you have the choice. So I'm not going to give you the choice. You can accept black. Honestly, they might be red. I have not looked. More penis pumps. They're red and black. Well, I'll test them out on the video here in a minute. I'm just looking for the 100 sleeves that I... So now that I found the sleeves I was talking about. So, I also bought a bunch of little sleeves, which feel a little bit better than the stuff in there, in my opinion. So, I might be switching vendors here shortly. But, I have 6-inch sleeves, and I have 3 or 4-inch sleeves. I haven't looked at the invoice since, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. But, I have options. See, here's a longer pair. Like I said, they're very similar to what we got already. If not, these are a little thicker. So we'll play around with both. I'm expecting them to last anywhere from 3 to 6 months because that's what I get out of them normally. But results may vary. For taking care of sleeves, I don't do this, but if you want your best results, store them in baby powder. So this is an ancient sleeve covered in dog hair because, you know, I have 3 huskies. But this has probably last me 4 months already. It's a little more, how do you say, bouncy or stretchy than it started to begin with. But the best way to fix it is just rubbing it in cornstarch because that makes those oils kind of stiffen up. So if you didn't notice, a lot of these have a little bit of starch on it already to keep those oils in. So get a little Tupperware container, put your sleeves in that with baby powder, and they'll last much longer. Whole bunch of these tube thingies to connect the pumps to the handles. Now, again, black. That's all you're getting. And then these are 1.75s. So for now, and to me, I don't think it really makes a difference, but I'm going to be selling 1.75s and 2.0s in 9-inch length, and then 2.25 and 2.5s, I think. I can't remember the exact numbers, in 12s. And that's, again, McDonald's method. If you are going to be, say, going to a 2.25, your length's probably going to match. So that you're going to be closer to 12 inches than you are, say, 6. So it just makes more sense. And either way, length doesn't really matter for cylinders, but for me, and keeping costs down, we just did extra large cylinders get extra large length. Normal-ish size cylinders get normal length still. Okay, am I missing anything? No. Okay, let me see if I can set up a kit real quick and show you what I'm intending on selling. No promises yet on what's actually in the kit, but from what I've seen on my spreadsheet, I can get you a lot of value for about $100. I stand corrected. So, originally, I got cylinders. The original plan was to do the big ones are going to be longer. So, but anyway, I just opened a 1.75 by 12. So maybe I changed my mind and I forgot about it. So, but we'll go from there. We'll have to see how things sell. These are more right side. Okay, so talking about the penis pumps, this is a 9x2, and oh wow, this is actually pretty funny. So I can't sell this one now. I guess that's okay. Is there even a sticker? Oh, this is nice. That's a nice. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this. There is no sticker. So that means it's kind of like glued on so it doesn't peel off as easily. Would you look at that? Also, I think you would notice that this is very similar to another United States brand that I use quite frequently, as it has been what I recommended for the longest of times. So, go me. So that's that. Now let me get back to what I was doing. Okay, so the tentative idea for the big box is a fitted cylinder penis pump with a vacuum gauge. These go for $70 to $90. I've seen them as high as $170 because some assholes just want to price gouge off of your insecurity, and that's why I started this. You'll get 3 normal wear cock rings. I've had some of these last for 18 months, so I think they're pretty good value. The place I bought them from was charging $20 for something similar, or maybe even more. I can't remember. It was a very long time ago, before I found them on AliExpress. That's another thing. A lot of the stuff is available on AliExpress. I'm just making it easier for you guys to get. And then eventually the correct size BFR rings, I'm calling them. But for now, you're getting BD horse rings. Those aren't too bad to find on eBay and stuff, but you're not going to find them on like Adam and Eve and stuff, just because they have more brand name cock rings. And then I can give you 2 sleeves. Sleeves go for about $15 a pop. It depends on the length, obviously. A vacuum cup. You can get this off of eBay for about $20 with a sleeve, cheap-ish sleeve. And then the same thing with the handle comes with that. So we have, what, $20 here, $20 here, $90 here. We'll just say $15 for these rings. Okay, so 90, 110, 130, and we said 15, 145. So I can sell you all this stuff here for about $100. And then individually, penis pump is probably going to be about, for the full thing, is going to be about $60-ish. Rings, about $2 a piece. These rings, since they come in a pack, are going to be about $10. I think. I got to check my numbers. Please don't quote me on any of this. Vacuum cups, it depends. If you get 3, you'll get a discount. But for 1, it's going to be... I don't want to put numbers in my mouth, but eBay has them pretty competitively priced, so expect about $15 to $20 as well, depending on the sleeve. And then sleeves, we're shooting for about $7 to $10 a sleeve. Again, depends on the sleeve. And again, don't quote me. But this is the start of getting bigger. Store, I don't know what we're calling it. I'm going to be putting this on peakmalephysique.com, I think. I just have to have Hank sign another partnership agreement just to keep it, legal. Easily legal. Business legal, whatever. And it's not that Hank doesn't trust me. It's just like in case anything happens in the future. Hey, he has this much say in Peak Male Physique over product. Specifically this product, not my lotion and stuff. I want to keep that stuff separate, but for now, it just makes more sense for me to put this stuff on Peak Male Physique, since you guys already know that's my website, and like, makes it easier to find. We might migrate to another store, but for now, it just makes more sense to have it where you already know. I don't think I told Hank this. This is what I was thinking. But so this might change dramatically in the next week. I still need to take product pictures. I need to write some how-tos, and I got to find a payment processor that accepts high-risk payments, because PayPal does not allow sex toys because they're ran by prudes, hilariously enough. And then Amazon Pay is a little weird about adult content too. And to be honest, professional websites don't really rely on PayPal. So I'm going to have to work on that. Luckily, Swerve just ran into a huge issue with his payment provider. Then now I can just steal his too. Or use his, rather. What else? But yeah, I am quite excited about this. Even for my type B personality, you might be able to tell. I hope I can help as many men as I can with this. And this is just going to help bring down the barrier for PE, because, again, I can sell you literally everything you need to gain like an inch in length and an inch in girth in a year or two for less than $100. That is a very compelling price point, and what do you call it? Very compelling price point and trade-off as long as you do the work. And since it's me who's, doing all this, testing all this, I can almost say for a fact, if you stick to what I say to do, you'll see some gains. I can't promise you that you'll gain an inch, but I can promise at least improvements in erection quality, as long as you don't overdo it. Or underdo it, for that case. Consistency is key, but not too much. What else? Probably should say thank you to all of you, because you're the one that put me in this opportunity to help even more men. So thanks. You're helping me help others, and that means a lot to me. I already showed you I have other businesses, but I'm not going to talk about it at this point. It may seem like there's a lot of shit here. It's probably about 200 penis pumps and cylinders, 300 vacuum bells, 1,000 cock rings, and about 200, 300 sleeves. I'm hoping there's more sleeves than that. But what I'm saying is that's a lot right now, but there's 70,000 people on r/getting-bigger. To me, I have no idea what the demand is. I'm assuming a lot of people already have equipment already, so this is mainly for newbies. But for all I know, there's going to be a huge run on it just based on price. So, yeah, got to play it by word. Gonna burp. Wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't burp in the middle of it, right? Main thing I need to do, and this is just a public announcement to remind myself to fucking do it. One, get in contact with all my new clients. Been slacking on that because, as you can see, I have a lot on my plate. Two, I need to order boxes. Probably. I'll have to play around with the boxes that already came and go from there. But yeah, this is the start of Big Box by Peak Male Physique. So, this is weird. Alright, I'm done rambling and showing off my horde of penis enlargement equipment. I hope I get to help you guys in the future. This is BD signing off.